Welcome back everyone to Cash Cleaning Simulator, and first of all I would like to say a massive thank you to all the new viewers that this series has brought in, because it has sort of taken off on the channel. So welcome everybody new, and also welcome everybody that's been here since the start. Now I do have two playthroughs. This is my second playthrough. Since my first playthrough they added on the detergent update, they've now added in the British money, they've added in the coin sorting. So there was a lot of new things I wanted to go in, and again, I do love this game, and having a reason to play it is always a good thing. Now, we'll be playing it again when the 1.0 releases. There's going to be an whole bunch of new quests, and I think there's only one more big update to come. So before the end of the year, you probably will see Cash Cleaner back on the channel. Now, we're not ready to finish yet. So, just to give you a quick recap, at the end of the last episode, I did talk about it. I have done coin sorting in the last episode, but I had to cut the footage because the episode was getting way too long. And I want to try and keep these between the 40 and the hour mark at the maximum. So we'll be touching on that at the start of the episode. Just going to update anybody that's not aware, see what we've got around. So we've got 3 goo containers over here. That one just contains yen. 56 million yen is in that container. This is where some of the money, some of the quests we've got outstanding is sitting at. There is a lot of lag spikes around here, so I do apologise. There's just a tremendous amount of money. Well, you're just looking, this one container alone is 15,000 different notes. There's another 11,000 in there, and then there's another 13,000 in there. So there's about 40,000 notes just sitting in these 3 barrels. That does include everything else I've got about as well. So we do want to get through cleaning some of these. So we will be doing the goo contaminated after we've cleaned the stuff upstairs. So this one is mixed between euros, dollars and yen. And then the last one is just euro alone. So we want to keep all 3 of these separate when we do get round to doing it eventually. So you will see up in the top right hand corner, I have got a quest active for 350,000. Now over the back here, I have already got the $350,000 already dealt with. It's already in a container, ready to go. It just needs to be wrapped in plastic blocks, which I haven't done, so I'll have to take them back out to do that. That's an easy fix. Now, I did want to keep and see if I can get all 3 quests in this one barrel. We've also got over here, I just gave a quick search. Hopefully it won't pick up that barrel. So it's telling me I've got 834,000 money on this side just in dollars. So even if the 350 is in there, we've nearly got enough for the next quest we've got on our tracker already, which is a 500,000 one. So in this episode I do want to go onto the coins, deal with that, and we did come up some problems with the coins, but I think I've found solutions to some of it. I think some of it is down to the way the quests are worded, which I didn't quite understand, so we will go over that in a bit. And I do want to get the $500,000 done and hopefully get a good proportion of getting these done. Now, because the money we've got about at the moment has a lot of dollars in there. So this is the stuff I've already took the... What are we doing on this machine? 50 euros. So we've took all the 50 euros up. We're starting to build some up on the side. And this pallet, as you see, it's got yen, it's got dollars. And the same as if we look over here. This is starting to take some of the yen out. But this pallet has got dollars and euros. So there's a lot of money in different stages we need to get fixed. Now, if we go onto the lift, you will see I've changed this. I've got a little mini setup. Because we don't really need too much dollars at the moment, I've got this machine to set up to take all dollars out and only put yen and euros on the pallet. And that's what I want to deal with. So if we go upstairs, fortunately I've got no other way, I'm going to have to jump over. This stuff on the top here is dry. And it is mixed currencies. So all I'm going to be doing is with this top pile, is just grab it and run it through this machine in the background, just while I'm doing other things. So then all the dollars that comes into this machine will appear in this front section. We can just go and put into this box. I have locked all these down so they shouldn't keep moving. So you'll see there's a load of dollars coming out. They won't be sorted into denominations because I don't want that to be done on this machine up here. I just want all dollars to be taken out, and then we'll put all the dollars in one section so we can deal with it at a later date. Okay, so it's finished the first batch. If we take the dollars out, dump it into there, and if I give a quick scan, this box should contain nothing but dollars, and this pallet should have nothing but euros and yen. And that's going to allow me to get the euro and yen part of that quest done a lot faster. Also, once we've done the dry stuff on the top, we've got to start sending this wet stuff underneath through the dryer, and then we'll repeat the process. We'll run everything through. When the pallet's full, then I'll send it downstairs to start getting for the machines. And then we've still got, again, if you look at the money up here, we've got about probably $12,000 to $15,000, or sorry, single notes up here of different denominations. So once we've got this one dried, then we'll do the washer, and then that will allow me to then start putting some of the other money. Now, I have sorted this box into two. This has all the banded money, and it only has three types. $50, 50 euros, and 5,000 yen. So that's like the ones we was doing in the last episode. Those are nice and easy to sort out. And in this box as well, I've separated them out. It's got three types of money: $100, 100 euros, and 10,000 yens. And if you look at the denominations, they're all around 600 of each. So I could go and send these for the euro machine, send it then through the yen machine, and then it will get me my dollars without having to run it through that machine setup I've got on there. That's just a temporary measure. So as you see, we have got a lot of money. Down the bottom here, we have got a lot of money, all in dollars here. And I've took out the 50s, and because these are banded, all these in here are loose. And again, another 11,000 notes there. And then on this side here, we've got all the British money, all the sterling, all in different style. Some of the ink stained has to go for the big universal washer. Some of it might be marked. Okay, it doesn't look like any of it is marked because it will be showing me on there because I've got some quests up. And then if we have a look at another box here, this one here is mixed between dollars and yen. So again, we could easily run this through the top process, take all the dollars out there, and then we'll have multiple pallets of dollars. I'll just store somewhere, and then when we need dollars, we'll run them through. But right at this second time, I don't need that much dollars. So I'm going to quickly cut away for what I was doing with the coin quest, and then I'll bring you back at this point. Now, there was a storage quest that asked for... Now, I wouldn't have assumed that there's counterfeit coins in the game, but I don't know if that's a thing or not. But there was definitely a story mission that was asking for coins to be sorted. You here. 1,250 coins. Yeah, let's accept you. Let's just do something a little different. Now, the 35,000 in a travel bag. That one's nice and easy. Let's see how all this coin sorting works. I'm guessing just pick up an handful. How do we load these machines up? I'm guessing for the top. Okay. And it looks like one coin sorter can do all denominations. So it's asking for... It's actually asking for pounds. Okay, so let's just stop you. So we need some sort of box on the floor this side. Didn't quite pay attention to where it was dropping, so maybe there. Try that again. It's close enough. Let's go and get that other box. Now, I'm pretty certain there's going to be no pound coins in here, because this was the stuff we had before the update. But we still run it through. So I'm thinking probably a setup with 4 money machines. One puts it into a box, say the dollars. And it looks like it has to be full before you get anything in there. So it definitely needs to be lower on the floor, I'm pretty certain, because it's not liking being up that high. But yeah, I think eventually 4 money counters, 1 for each denomination. would be the best. Now, I think I have got in my inventory... Yes, I think I picked up some coin paper from... I brought some. Yeah, load up the machine. Yeah, as suspected, no pound coins are coming through. So how would I do the 1,000? Maybe there's some... Actually, maybe one of these has got the stuff I need. Let's have a look. What have you got? Ah, this is where all the coins are. Now, it does say ink stained and wet, but I'm assuming that applies to the money, not to the coins. Again, I'm taking an assumption there because I don't know. This is all new to me. And I'm guessing you're going to be exactly the same as the last one. Yeah, so it looks like the money inside here is going to be ink stained. What about these bags? Well, they're all wet, so that's telling me these are exactly identical. No, these are not ink stained. These are just wet. So these just need to go into a dryer, basically. And then we need to take the bills out. Okay, so this should be fairly easy to deal with, as long as you're the same. Yeah, just wet. So what I'm going to do is take you out and put you there. The wet money. Just so I can access the coins. Just for now, I'm going to have to climb up on the table until I get a better system for loading this. Okay. That's interesting. Now, how much is in a money stack, I do not know. But maybe something like that would be good. Okay, I'm going to have to stop the machine, otherwise... Okay, so this is actually better than the money machines. We don't need as big a... So I'm thinking a box just here to catch all the coins, and then we'll have to sort them out later. Let's get the rest of the coins out of these bags. We'll have to go for you in a second. What about in here? Okay, an handful of coins there. We can use them. Now, it doesn't say it has to be in any denomination. It just says it needs to be 1,250. So I'm thinking something like a barrel in front. All those crates might work. Those big crates we brought for the mission in the last one. But I do like that it pops out at the end. I would have liked it if they sorted it. So yeah, that tells me that box is full now. So let's just stop you a second. But it's also telling me that that box is nowhere near big enough to do anything with these. So if I was to pick up... It doesn't actually tell me how much is there. Does the scanner pick these up? Okay, it does. So £4 in the stacks, £10 in the 50s. And there's £200 in that box. Okay, I can work with that, but we definitely need a bigger box. And we need a bigger box here as well. I think for now, I'm just going to put all you up here. Yeah, not stacking great in any of these boxes by the looks of it. Yeah, as you can see, it's already pumping them out the bottom. I've got an idea. Don't know if it's a good idea yet. Stop the machine for a second. How well do these stack into a trolley? Oh, very well. That's my answer to my problem. Yeah, coin machine into a trolley is just fabulous. And this needs to be changed. I keep knocking it. So probably something like a barrel at the edge to catch the coins coming out would be best. It looks like these money stacks I've got here are an amazing amount of money in there. Does the trolley double stack is the next question I'm asking. Oh, that's just fabulous. So that's how we do the coins. Trolley out the front of a coin machine is just perfect. On top of a table. Now, because this is higher, this could go into an extra large box here. Not certain the best way of doing a coin quest yet. Because I've still got to sort them coins into different boxes to be able to get the 1250 we need. Okay, so the top holds a massive amount. And yeah, there's already 730 something it's saying. Okay, so maybe that's counting up the money of everything it's processed. So maybe if I was to set... Yeah, because there's a reset there for every time I put the coins through. So maybe having a couple of trolleys, each one stored with a different type of coining would be good. But I do like these trolleys the way these are stacking. Far better than the boxes. Now, it's saying there's only about 900 it's processed. And we need 1250. So that tells me there isn't enough in here for the quest. We definitely got no more coins around, have we? That's dollar coins, dollars. We took all the coins out of you, you're just notes. There's no coins in you. That's all notes. There was no coins in amongst all the Inkstain stuff, was there? No, that's just yen. Yeah, there's no coins in there. So let's just... Ah, we got all these coins in here. Don't know what they are, but let's just process them through. And I think I'm going to need a box for a different type. Okay, so it looks like none of that is British pounds. Maybe we don't have enough and we need to take another quest to get more coins in the system to be able to afford to do that. What about you down here? You needed coins, didn't you? You needed dollar coins and yen coins. So I don't think that's going to give me the British coins I'm after. Let's just accept it and have a look. Now, did you not send me anything down? I was sort of expecting you to send me some money. Yeah, that's the one thing sometimes is with quests that don't always send you the money you're expecting. Where was that bag? It was over here. So if we need 1,250, I think we might just have to try and maybe take it up onto the top there to sort out. As long as it doesn't roll everywhere. Yeah, that's what I was out. Okay, so the carpet has sort of stopped it. So we've got £2 coins out. Thinking that's where I need to be starting with this quest. Is get all the £2 out. So every £2 is 40 quid. Or £40, shall I say. So if we put all the £2 over here. If I can get 10, that's going to be 400. I'm not certain if I can trust that counter that was on the machine. So we've got 10 stacks there. We'll get them into the bag with the money. Keep kicking this bag around. So it looks like we might need a couple of bags. So how much is in there? £400. So we're a third of the way there already. And I think the carpet is a good idea for this. because it's stopping them from rolling. I'm just looking for the ones with like the goldy colour on the labels. That's the easy way of me telling where the £2 are. Okay, that just looks like 50s mainly with a couple of pounds. There's definitely some more £2 in this batch. Maybe if you go down to the floor, it'll stop them from rolling as well. And I'm trying to get another 10 of them. But I don't know if that bag's going to hold everything. We might have to send in 2 parts. No, it's still holding them. Didn't look like it was going to. I am sort of wishing that the machine sorted it out a little better than it does. Like putting a container under every sort of denomination would be good. There's only 2 left. 50s can go over there. So there's a lot of 50s. So 2. Let's take you in the bag. That should give me a nice even number to work with. Yeah, the bag's full as I suspected. So inside the bag is 920. And then we've got the 80 there. So that's 1,000. So yeah, the machine wasn't sort of adding them up right for some reason. We'll have to send it over in 2 parts. Or we'll put it over here ready for it to be sent. And then we'll put them both on the conveyor together. We might get a better bonus that way. Yeah, £1,000. I just need 250 more. And I need another bag, which we've got some in the back here. Would really like to get this money sorted out of here at some point as well. But we need to get you into the bag immediately because you're the rest of the 1,000. Okay, for these here, how much was in one of these stacks? 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 100. So I'm just looking for 150 more. Maybe get rid of some of the 50s because I've got so many of them. £10 in each one. So if I send 15 of these... There's 10. And 5 more will get it me. Could even send the 20s. £4. No, it won't really. Let's just get 5 of these. So this bag should have 330. Perfect. Then that quest is done. Let's get our gun out. Get these on the conveyor ready. That should... Okay, so why is it... Bound in paper rolls. I've done that. Ah! I've just noticed it. Any pound coins. So this one should work if I start it. No. Why? He's not working. There's definitely something I've missed. Definitely in a travel bag. Maybe just get your scanner out. Well, it says any pound bills. We've been using the £2 in this one. So if you have a look, it's got £462. Oh, okay. I think I've missed it here. Any pound bills. So it needs to be £1 bills. Not 50s. Okay, so that's where I'm going wrong with this one. And also some of these coins in here won't work. Because I'm 50s, not £2 or £1. Okay, so I'm figuring out the quest at least. Those look like all the 50s, that's fine. So I think we could probably still send out as much as I've got with the £2. Grab a pound from over here. Now, I've got a lot of pounds around, so that part of the quest shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so you won't go into there. So it looks like this is going to be after over multiple bags. If I scan you, that should cover £800. Don't know why it's still going red. Because even a partial amount of the money should still count. Okay, so apparently this is not being counted as a travel bag? What would be a travel bag? Maybe this? Okay, only one's going into the bag. Okay, give it a scan again. Okay, so that is a travel bag. But I'm going to need to order some because there isn't going to be enough. Okay, so we're getting the green finally. I think I did forget to put the sticker on the last one, but that's fine. Just having a little bit of trouble understanding what this quest actually needed. So it wasn't these bags. Just for now, you can go out the way. So we need £450 in pound coins still. And I don't know if I've got enough to do that. And I'm pretty confident I'm out of travel bags. So let's just order a couple of travel bags. So it looks like travel bags are quite expensive. Because the only travel bag I'm coming across is down here. £150 each. Quite a lot of money to spend out on a quest, to be honest. And how much was in you? You was £300. So we're currently at 800, so I'm about 150 short. And it does say it has to be in pound coins. And currently I've only got 3. Now, whether there's some partials on the machine I can use. So how much is in here? 26. 86. About 103 I'm making that. So I think I'm about 50 coins still short. And that would clear everything I've got into here. We've already been through all these coins, so we know this is either euros or it's dollars. Put the partials just in front of the seat. Actually, let's put them on the seat. So yeah, it doesn't look like I've just got not enough money to cover this quest. I'm definitely not missing anything around here with coins, so maybe we've got to take a different coin quest on to complete this. And I'm not seeing anything with coins. Unless it's like a secondary of some other quest. But I've literally got every story quest up already. Now, I've got a lot of coins here, so I might be able to get that dollar one done. For 300. Don't know if I've got any yen coins. Maybe set you up on tracker. Might be a good idea. Okay, so those are the 2 bags I needed. I'm sure they used to be cheaper, these bags did. So either way, I'm going to need another bag. I think I'm just going to send this off. I've got my other bag already ordered. It means we're spending out a lot on this quest. Yeah, just 150, and I just haven't got enough money out of all the coins I've got here. Even if I add up all that, it's just not 150. So I am a little stuck on that quest. It's a little annoying, to be quite honest. So we want to set you up as yens. See if we've got any money with yen. It does hold a lot in there. Was any of these coins yen? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like there's any yens in this money pile. So again, it's another quest it's giving me where it hasn't actually given me the stock to do the quest. I could probably get the dollar part of the next quest, so let's put it on my tracker. And these have to be in travel bags as well. So there was absolutely no yen in there whatsoever. Put euros through. I know we're going to have the dollars, but also want to keep some dollars for the machine upstairs. Okay, so there is some euros in there at least. But that money counter definitely didn't work because the last time I did it, he said there was only £900 and we've had over 1,000 already. Okay, so that's not good. It's overflowing it back into the box. And I need 500 in euros and it's only saying there's like 90. Yeah, I'm just at this point again where it's not giving me the stuff I need to do any quests. Okay, welcome back. So as you see in the first part, I did have some problems with the quest with the money, but I think it's an issue with wording. Now, for anybody from England, when you talk about pound notes, so we had 4 types of notes in here. We had the £5, the £10, £20 and the £50. Now, all those classes of pound. So I want to go back to the quest I'm talking about just so it's... Actually, I've got it on here. So it says with the coins, it needs to be in pound coins. Bound with a paper roll, any pound coins. Now, when you're in the UK, when you're talking about pound coins, you're talking about... the top one's here. Pound coins and £2. That's it. The other 2 denominations, the 20s and 50s, for a person living in England, you would never ever associate that with pounds. But this seems to be like a translation error based on somebody who's not from the country, not understanding the currency correctly. The correct term they should be using is sterling, because that is what refers to all British money, all English money, shall I say. So, yeah, that was a bit of an error. So, what we can actually do is the 50 pences we can send out for that quest. So, as you see the quest in the top right-hand corner, I need to get my scanner out, which is V. You will see I have got £150 in this bag. The only thing I am missing is the pound notes. Now, that comes to the second issue. I processed all the pound we had around here, and I've currently got 10,000, 246, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,000. I need 35. Now the problem is a lot of our money is tied up in goo, contaminated. But one of these barrels will have pound notes in, which is your euros, your yen. No, actually none of you on the front here, because I had to take an extra quest because I've just been trying to get quests with coins to show a bit more off. So this needs to go upstairs. Second thing I've done, I'll just show you the lift over here. Let's just put this down a second. Is I did notice with this quest on the first part I sent $35,000. It isn't. It's £35,000. So that's why I've got to do this. All the money upstairs has been sorted. I've got a complete box I've put into the back over here. So we've took all the dollars out. So if you have a look at this, this is no marked money in here. It's all totally clean. It's all dollars. It's to be sorted at a later date. At the moment, I don't need to be sorting this out. We've got so much dollars hanging around at the moment, and most of the quests I need are stuck because of the euros and the yen. So if we have a quick look on this pallet now, I've took all the dollars out. You will see the biggest quantity we've got there is 1,100 of 20 euro notes and 1,000 euro notes at the top. So again, between these two pallets, over 6,000 notes again to sort through. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to start throwing it into this machine, and I've told this machine to start doing 20 euros. And then the next biggest amount is the yen. We'll take out some of the yens out of there. Now, what was over here? There's still some more yen over here. Now, I did lose some footage. I did record a lot of this stuff when I was sorting out these notes. Unfortunately, I had a problem with OBS and it didn't record it. So on here, I have got 5,000 yens. I want to get them back through the machine. So let's just pack you up. Change you to 5,000 yens. And I want to clear off a couple of quests, because at the moment I've got a quest log full and I'm not getting many new quests appearing. Let's just put you down there. We still have these two boxes here, which are all yens, all marked, so they need to get through a washing machine. I've got this pile in the back here, which is everything except for pounds or the sterling money. That needs to have the marked washed out of it as well. And then on this pallet here, I've got a lot of mixed currencies. Again, none of this is going to be pounds because this was in the game well before that was a part of the game. And there's mixture of notes up here. So we still got a lot in the back to sort out. But we want to go upstairs because the washing machines are free. We'll have to keep quickly running over and grabbing some money out of these just to keep these going. So on this pallet, we could then send out the 10,000 yens out of here. But we won't put it in there because I've already took 10,000 out of that side. And this is just going to have a lot of packs coming out here pretty quickly. Just because the amount of euros we've got in there. So let's go upstairs. So all the stuff in the washing machine was upstairs, except for this box here. I still haven't sorted this out. This has mixed currencies in. The washing machine is now free, so we can start putting this goo stain stuff in. And again, we need pounds for that. And it will give me a few pound coins in there, but there's not a massive amount. But we want to get all this into this machine and get the goo stuff cleaned out. And that barrel is empty. It's only in half a washing machine. I could fill it up, but I just don't want to mix in. Okay, this does have some euros in there, I didn't realise. But the majority of it is pounds. And it is goo contained and marked. So I've got to send it through the mark removal and the goo cleaner. Let's get the goo out first. And that will give me time to clear some of this money down here. Okay, let's set this machine back to 10,000 because that's the next biggest quantity I want to get out. And then we can start processing this for the other machine as well. It'll allow me to get that big... I think the next one is 35 million yen we've got to do. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the washing machine. We've took out the goo stuff, but as you see, it's still 15% marked. And I want to make sure we're getting all the marked out, so I've got to send it back through on a mark load now. Still got some money in there. But most of our money we have banded up now, so I'm going to have to split some of them stacks. But we get a nice big barrel to use for some quests. Okay, let's just give it a scan, make sure everything's clean. So yeah, all this money is just wet. It just needs to go into the dryer. Let's pull the lever. There shouldn't be too much money here. That's fine. And that's the next batch of coins to sort through. So the one thing I did forget to mention, I've set up a couple of drawers down here. So I've got, in this side, I've got the dollars sorted. So $1, 50 cents, 25, and down to tens. And then I've started to put the British in here. So I've got no £2 because I used them all for the quest. Got a few pounds. Got some 50p's. And I got some 20p's. And then the partials I've put on the top. Except for I've got a lot of 50 cents up here. I just didn't have enough to fit in the drawer. Now, if you are wondering, a drawer will hold 400 coins. That's £200 in there. Now, if I remember right, the dollar quest needed 300, so I can send a lot of these out for that. But it does need a lot of travel bags. But more interested in getting the British one done at the moment. So, let's get these started, get them through the machine. I'll bring you back when I've sorted out the money for the British. And I do also have some more stuff up here. What are these? Are these dry? Yeah, these are dry. These need to get done for the sorting machine. I just haven't had a chance to process them yet. Okay, so all the British money's done. And I want to have a look and see which one's got the most. So the one that's got the most at the moment is £50. So I'm going to process them first for the machine. Unfortunately, because the pallet is tied up behind me, I'm just going to have to carry these down the old-fashioned way. Okay, so we've sorted all the 50s out now. I've currently got 25,000. I need 35,000. So I'm going to put all them into the bag. Hopefully it fits and I don't have to send another bag. Where did I put that bag? I think it was up here. And I just need 10,000 more in British money. We'll sort the 20s out next. That's going to be a nice, easy way to do that. And it's actually quite super fast running through these 20 euros through this machine. We've nearly completed all that pallet and the money ball that was on top. And I've got half a money stack at the back already. Now, I think each one of these is 2,000, so that's 10, 20, 30,000 euros there. Okay, I was expecting this to get a pack by now. Okay, that will work. I'm not going to get another full stack out of here. It's nearly finished the money sorted. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And then that should at least finish that quest off. And how annoying is that if that won't go in? Yeah, very annoying. Each one of these bags is 150 crypto. I don't want to be spending out more just for one stack. So let's see what I can do with the 50 notes I've got just spare sitting here. So how many did we have? We've got 20. Okay, I just had to do a bit of swap around with the money. So it does say we've actually got a bit more money than we should have had in there. We've got just £150 more. We'll just leave it in there. Oh, no, that's right. 150 is going to be the coins. So that should complete the quest. And like I said, I just had to swap some of the 50p's with the pounds. Just to get it to fit in the bag. Yeah, the money one in this game, I know it's only something that's recently been added, but they definitely need a lot more quests. And they need to start telling you whether a quest is going to give you money or not. Otherwise, you're stuck in this situation all the time of taking quests and then you just haven't got the money to be able to do it. So, fingers crossed, this should count. Actually, get that scanner out. And let's run the rest of this money through, which I think I've got now. We've got a few of the British sterling money here, and I've still got to run the 5 through. So yeah, perfect. And it gives us a bunch of cryptocurrency, and eventually I will do one of those for each of the money amounts. Let's have a look and see how close we are to the millions. So that's 15 million yen there. We're about halfway on the yen. It's going to be a lot more money to process before I can get that full amount. So a full money stack would be 30 million, and that will get me very close. So I'm just going to cut away for a bit, get some more of this money processed. I want this 350,000 quest up here done in this episode. But I might have to start sending some more stuff for the washing machine upstairs. It might actually be a good idea to either do the euro or do the yen one. What was in this one? Nothing but euros, but the majority of this would be 50 euros. So that will give me a massive amount of money to throw through. So yeah, we're going to send you into the washing machine upstairs. And this small barrel, I think I'll keep to put at the side of the money machine. I did talk about having a barrel there to hold the coins in. So this one here, let's just give it a quick scan. Is it marked as well? Yeah, it's 100% marked, 100% goo. So I've got to send it into the machine twice. That's quite a hefty amount of money there. Hopefully it can all go in one. If not, we'll just do one batch of it at least. Looks like there's a lot of stacked money in there. That sounded like at the end. So yeah, you're done. Always start with the goo. Got enough to be able to do this cycle, and after this I'll have to start breaking some of the money down from dollars to get that in. Okay, all the goo's off it now. Let's send them back through for getting rid of all the mark stuff. We'll have to buy some detergent soon as well because we're running out of it. Okay, washing machine's finished, so this should be able to go into the dryer. Yeah, 661,000. That's going to be more than enough to get the 350 we need for this quest. So let's pull the lever. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of money again. I didn't actually look at the note total. So 7,500, 10,000. Yeah, it was about 13,000 notes in there. So just a quick update. I'm clearing all the stock down here, which I'd already had pre-sorted upstairs. And then we'll bring the 50s down. So I want to get all the 20 euros out of here. Then I want to send it for that machine. And then I want to send this one back for the first machine to get the 50 euros out of here. I might just leave this pallet until later. Yeah, because there's only 300 on here. I'd have to send through 1,500 notes just to get the 300 out. Not going to be worth it. Okay, that just saved me a bit of time. The money all on top is already pre-dried out. Stuff underneath is still wet. But it seems like when you've got anything in a money ball, they do become dry if you leave them out. Probably only been about 10 minutes since I sent these through. Okay, the next load's into the dryer. I've got a lot of it dried already. I've got a full box over there dried and a full pallet with a money ball on top. Let's see if we can get the rest of this money out. That's about another 2 dryers load. And now the industrial washing machine's free again, in case we want to do anything else with it. But before I can send that through, I just need to clear this pile out the way. Okay, the first cycle's already gone through, so we can do this. So let's have a look. And again, it should be majority, yeah. 2,800 of the pallet is 50 euros. and another 1,000 on the top. So that's going to be absolutely fast to process all this. And the majority of this money will be for going into money packs. So we're looking to aim at, what is it, 350,000 euros is the quest we're aiming for now. So each one of these is going to be, is it 5,000? Yeah, 5,000 for each of these. So again, a lot of stacks to be able to do this quest. But it should be nice and fast. So I'm just going to process a lot of this money. And how are we doing on this side? About 25 million plus this stuff here. Okay, this machine's finished over here. I just want to see what the majority on this pallet is now. Is there going to be enough yen in here? Well, technically, yes. The next biggest quantity on here is going to be the 1,000 yens. Don't really want to deal with those yet. And I don't want to deal with the 50 euros quite yet either. Yeah, it's only just over 1 million on that pallet, so it's not worth sorting them through. Could take the 5k yen out while it's doing nothing here. That's an option. Okay, I've decided to run the 1,000s through here. At least it's going to get me some more usable money. Just having a quick look at the quest, see if anything new's popped up. Yeah, we have had a new one pop up. 75,000 in British money. Wrapped in a plastic. Again, another large travel bag. And then it also wants £800 of £2 coins. So this will be one that's going to send me coins. So it might be a useful one to take. But it is a story quest. So there's no rush to take it. And you down there, you're locked behind leveling up. And the yen ring box, I have found out what that is. Certain quests you're going to be taking, certain purple quests. I do not know which ones they are. But I'm going to have a little rings in a box. And you've got to find the Japanese version. So apparently there's American, Euro and yen versions of these rings. And they will randomly appear on any sort of purple quests. That's why I've been taking some of the purple quests. Okay, we've got our first money block. Yeah, 150,000 there. And we need 300, so I need a second money block and then some extra on top. And yeah, we'll take that quest in the next episode. Let's try and get at least 2 parts, if not the 3rd part of this done as well in this one. And that should just be euros. So I haven't got to worry about bringing that through until I've took all the yen stuff out of this. Okay, so I've got a barrel over here with 56 million yen. I think I'm going to be a little short on the yen to finish this quest, which I will do in this episode. So I'm going to take this up and send it through the washing cycles. And hopefully there is a way to break the bands on the coins. Now, I did have some marked yen in a box over there. I've put them into this same washing machine just to fill the load up. So this will give me a lot of yen. Probably more than enough to complete this quest and the other one we've got with 50 million yen. So we'll just send them all through the goo cycle first. And I will need to get some more money. So if I was to get my knife out, can I break the plastic off these? I can. Perfect. Otherwise I had no money to put in the machine upstairs. That'll keep me going a little bit. And then we'll go back to processing these 50 euros. Okay, we've got our next money block already ready. So that should be 300,000. Then we just need 50,000. So I might get rid of some of these, see if I can get enough. Let's get a few more bands up first, just so I've got enough to get this done easily into another money block. Okay, just checking on the washing machine. It's all clean now. So these can go into the dryer. And then this should be enough yen to complete the quest. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's just check this pallet. There should only be 5,000 yens on here and the euro. So we'll take the 5,000 yens out. And then that euro can go into the other machine then. Free this machine up to just concentrate on that yen load from upstairs. So let's change it to 5,000. And then we've got enough to start on the next quest in the next episode. And now I've ordered some plastic in. We should be able to band up this one, and this should be 50,000. Fingers crossed. Make sure my counting's right. It is, okay. So those are my 350,000 for this quest, for euros. Let's get the barrel out and let's get things started to move in there. So we did put the notes in already for the dollars, but it has to be in a plastic wrap, so we've got to get that sorted. Yeah, a full stack is 300. And there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then if we put these 3 in, we should have plenty of space to get the yens into here as well. Close the lid for the moment, give it a quick scan. It should be 2 parts of the quest done. Yep, the only one that's not there is the yen. We've been very close to getting that one done. So we'll just leave you in the middle, out the way. Just need to keep this machine going. Okay, so let's just have a count up and see what money we've got over here to play with. So 10 of these equals 1 million. So that's 2 million. 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be a full money block of 8 million yen. Perfect. Okay, so how much have we got over here? 5, 10, 15, so that's 23. Well, definitely got to process some of that yen upstairs. I've got 24 million yen there, plus the 8's 32. So we're not actually that far off the total. Okay, so let's have a look at what yen's in here, and then we'll see which one. Okay, so it has to be 5,000 yen. I've got more than that, than anything else. So we'll do a big batch of 5,000 yen downstairs. And same as usual, the money ball on the top has dried out without me having to send it through the dryer. That saves me a job. That's 8 million. Let's see how much we've got over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get this wrapped up. That should be 25 million if my maths has worked me out right. Then we add the 8 million there. So I think we've got 33. Yep, we've got 33. So we just need 4 stacks out of here. And then put this in plastic, and then we've got enough for the quest. And then we'll process all the rest in the next episode, clear out the next quest, which is the $500,000 and euros and the 50 million yen, which is the biggest of the 3. But we've come down to a good system now. Nope, just trying to band it up. So if I put this into here, open you up. And then these 2 packs need to go in as well. We should have all the tick marks for the quest. And I'll be glad another one of those big quests have gone. We've still got a lot of money to process down there. Another big barrel of mixed goo stained money. I've got mixed money here. I've got all the dollars up there. I've got dollars in the back. Let's have a look. Absolutely perfect. 100% provided. All the money's matching up perfect. Oh, I'm happy about that one. And I think this is the one we have to turn on the side when we put it on the conveyor like that. And it's gone green. Perfect. Still get these in the machine. We need to process a lot of yen. And then we need to bring some more of the euros into play in the next episode as well. But it's nice to actually clear all the money you've got sitting around. So just looking at our quest log, we've got this one here, which is the 500,000, the big one. We did get a new message and quests then. Let's have a look what popped up. We've got one with a massive amount of dollars. I've got no rush of doing any dollar quests. I would like some more of the quests with the yens on, because we are still after, what is it called? The collectibles for the yens. So let's just have a look at our quest log. So we've got this one here with the 500,000. We've got the one with the ring box. We still need to take a lot of purple quests to try and find those. We've got the $300 already bound up and sent away. We haven't come across any euros and yen coins, so we need to find them in quests. I've got one for the pounds here. We have got pounds. We just need to... I think we need to send them for the goo machine at the top and sort them out. And then I've got one down here with $1 million as well. I took trying to find the items like the ring boxes. Now those are all in the wraps down the bottom. All in these over here. So one of these might have the ring boxes in there. We'll open them up when we're ready to do it. We just want to get the rest of... Is it you that's got the British money in as well? No, we have to take on a new quest for the British money one. We might do that in the next one. But I think that's a great place to be calling it. So we've digged into the coin stuff. Like I said, I would really love to have an option of it not popping out immediately. And if there is a way of doing that and somebody knows, please let me know. Because I would like that option of not having them spitting out and I could just pick them up and put them into the drawer. It's going to save a lot of time because it's a bit faffy at the moment, the way they've got it to sort out the money once the machine's finished with it. And there's no way of saying only sort out the $1 and leave everything else going for the machine. It's only got the yen, dollars, pounds option. It hasn't got me to select. And that's not a touch screen. I just had to double check. But no, great place to be calling it. We've got the second of the big missions done. We'll finish this one in the next one. And I think I'll do one more episode after that at least. Unless people want me to continue. But the next one after that we'll do the ending. So currently at the moment we've got... I think it's about... Oh, we've got about 66,000. Nearly 67,000. But we've got millions of money sitting around. So that one's going to be easy to complete. Hopefully you're still enjoying this series, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.